What's up, people? This is the Nature Girl 30 here, and this is my last Q&A of 2012. And I want to just before I get started, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting all of my Q&As. For those that have sent me questions, excuse me, for those that have sent me questions, and for those that have actually supported me as well as subscribed to my channel, thank you guys so much for having such a great year with me. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. When it comes to New Year, I am in the New Year spirit, and I'm always in the New Year spirit because of one thing: countdowns. I love countdowns. I am a stickler for countdowns. So I have seen a lot of people in the YWC as well as on YouTube do countdown shows, but they do the best of everything, the best of 2012. I want to do something a little different here. I want you guys in the YWC, as well as my subs, as well as anyone that's watching this channel. I want you guys, if you're wrestling fans out there, I want you guys to give me what you believe is to be the worst moments, the worst wrestling moments in 2012. Now, sure, we all know that WWE sucks. We know that TNA is not that far off. But there were moments that were the worst of the freaking worst. I mean, for crying out loud, Mr. Parkin walked out of his review, and the Schleg Daddy took a break. So honestly, there were worse moments than just the regular moments that just sucked. There were moments that were like the kings of suckage, that like the point where it was just playing out crap. So I want you guys to give me your worst of the worst wrestling moments in 2012 by either my inbox or in the comment box below. I want you guys to give me those moments. I will literally look at them all. I will screen them all to see what I feel is the best the worst moments of 2012 is, and I will put them on my countdown thanks to you guys. So I hope you guys participate. I will actually put I'll actually put this up on my Wrestling Fan Nation page just to make sure that you guys actually take a look at it. And if you want to participate, you can do it either by Facebook or by YouTube. You have either choice. But either or, let's get it started on this Q&A. Now, before I get started on the questions again, I have to say that Nintendo Fanboy 1988, dude, you have sent me a lot of questions. Thank you so much. But I'm probably gonna have to answer at least 3 of them because you wrote so many. So from the 2 emails that you actually send me, I'm probably gonna do at least 1 from one of them and then 2 from the next, and then go into the others because it'll take way too long. So I'm going to go into the first one that you sent me. What if Edge never won Money in the Bank in 05 and never cashed it in 06 at the pay-per-view? What would his career be like? Honestly, his career would not be in the stratosphere as it is now. He would not be as remembered as he is now. He wouldn't be, I'm not saying that his career would be stagnant. I mean, he would still progress to be at the top guy because he actually has that appeal, that charisma, the in-ring skills, and also he has great chemistry with anyone he wrestles with. He will pretty much be moving up, but it'll be at a steady pace. It wouldn't be like shoom, like how it was around that time when he cashed it in. Plus, I don't think the rated R era would ever have began. I don't think it would have ever started if it wasn't for him actually winning the Money in the Bank as well as cashing it in. So yeah, the era would pretty much be dead. And I think it's pretty much the same thing with this question here. What if Steve Austin never won King of the Ring in 96 and stayed the ringmaster gimmick? And how would his career be then? Let's face it. It wouldn't have been in the stratosphere as it is now. He would not be remembered as one of the best anti-heroes of all of WWE history. He really wouldn't be remembered that much at all. Like I said, he had the character to be able to reinvent himself, but before he would actually be able to reinvent himself, that character, that moment in time when he said, Austin 316, a little speech that he said, is what stamped him Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he probably wouldn't have been as remembered as he is now, let alone it probably would not have began the Attitude Era. It probably would have started something else, in my opinion. But I'm going to go on to your other question that you sent me. Okay, I'm just gonna pick one right out of the blue. What thoughts on Nirvana? And if you like the thoughts on Nirvana, and what are your favorite Nirvana songs? And can you sing them for me? I got a real bad singing voice, so as much as I really don't want to blow your ears up and literally make make your ears bleed, I don't want to make you suffer like that. But I have to say that there were lots of Nirvana songs that I loved. I just for the life of me cannot remember the names of all the songs. The ones that actually did stick it out for me was the one that actually did start the grunge era of the whole grunge genre, and that was "Smells Like Teen Spirit," because that song represented a lot for teens my age in the 90s. Like, it represented a lot for them. It was their anti everything, and honestly, I love that song because of the way that the guitar starts off. Like, as soon as you hear that guitar ripped, you know exactly what song it is. And you just know, you just get crunk hearing it. Like, seriously, that's just how it is. There's other songs. I think that one song was Nevermind. I think it's called Nevermind. That was one of my favorite songs. There's other Nirvana songs that I like. I like Nirvana. I liked it when Dave Grohl was on there. I didn't even know. And not only that, I never really knew that Dave Grohl was on there until I had to like literally watch Kurt Cobain's final video. And honestly, I still love the band to this day. Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. But that's one of my favorite bands, and I love rock, so that's definitely one of my favorite grunge bands in that era. Um, Moving on from there to a guy that is really no stranger because he has sent me questions before. Brandon NBA 2K. What are your thoughts on Biggie Langston? I really do feel that Biggie Langston is going to probably be the next Bobby Lashley, not because of the fact he's black, duh, but it's just pretty much the fact that I really do feel that with his skills, as well as his physical physique, not his package, let me rephrase that. The way that he is packaged, I really do feel that he is actually going to be the next Bobby Lashley. The only thing is that I really don't know. I mean, I don't know how his voice is. I don't think I've heard him speak. I just heard him wrestle. I've seen his matches. I just haven't heard him speak. So if I have heard him speak and I heard him, do promos and everything, maybe he will be the next Bobby Lashley, because Bobby Lashley is great on the mic. Well, I mean, he's okay on the mic. He's not awesome like The Rock, but he's good on the mic. Moving on from there is Mega Roy Green. What do you think if Triple H debuted today with the Sandow gimmick? With the Sandow Blue Blood gimmick. Honestly, it's really tough to say because he started off with the whole Blue Blood gimmick, and if he debuted today with Sandow, the thing is that Sandow is not so much a blue blood gimmick. Sandow is more of a pompous know-it-all kind of gimmick. Like, it's kind of sort of like Triple H, but in a way it kind of isn't, because he's using his gimmick based on intellect. Triple H was pretty much using his gimmick based on money, pretty much based on him coming from money, coming from class. Pretty much that's how his gimmick was. So in a way, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible, but it just will. I guess it would pretty much bring a little bit of a twist. Maybe one would bring the intellect, the other person would bring the funds. I don't know if that's how. I don't know, but it really wouldn't be bad if he debuted that way. Do you think? Do you think Triple H, once he takes over, will turn him into Triple H version 2? No. I don't think that Triple H will reinvent anybody, let alone to his own image. I don't think he's that cocky. But honestly, no, I really don't see it. I don't see it at all. Moving on to my final question at this point, for this Q&A, is from my friend NJ17. For those that have not checked out his video, please do. For those that have not checked out his channel, as well as him being on the Bridge Fist, please do. The guy really does absolutely positively awesome Q&As. He puts it in a personal twist. He's pretty much an open book. If you have any questions for him, definitely put questions down and he will answer them to the best of his ability. As well as on Bridge Fist, his live Q&As, everything he does with Mr. Parkin. Please check this guy out. He really is good in his channels and everything that he does. And also, his question for me, and my final question for my Q&A is, have you met any people on the internet in person? My plan is so far as next year in January to actually meet with Dustin and his girlfriend Leah, aka Dreamboy899 and Night Dreamer 01. I've actually had a chance to talk to Leah She is probably the coolest chick I've ever met, and she actually is the one that influenced me to start my own wrestling fan page, because she got me involved in her wrestling fan page before I even knew her. And she liked my videos and everything like that, and she was been a real supporter of my videos before I even met her, and she's a really awesome woman to know. And with Dustin, I've known Dustin for about a year. Dustin's been really supportive in everything I did. We talk on the phone occasionally when we both have time. He's a really great guy to get to know. Once he gets a better webcam, of course. But the guy does great audios. That's one thing I'm going to definitely say. He does great audios. He's probably the only one that still does them, but he does them in the best of his ability. And I can't wait to meet those guys. And I hope we have a chance to actually watch the Rumble together. I hope we have a chance to do a live Q&A as well as a live reactions. Because honestly, that'll be my first time meeting him. That'll be a special moment for me, and I really hope I have a chance to meet him. I'm gonna actually bring my homegirl Tama Girl 101 on and tow my homegirl Lily, and we'll have a chance to literally go and actually watch the Rumble together. That would be awesome. But honestly, guys, if you have anybody in the YWC or anyone on YouTube that you want to meet, and you really want to meet them, find a way. I mean, there is Skype. There is Skype that you can actually talk to them face to face in person. I do that with everybody that I've actually had a chance to get to know, from Dustin to from Dreammore 899 to Ventikid to the British Fist, both Daniel and both Mr. Parkin and NJ. I've had a chance to do chats on with Cream Crazy. If you honestly really do want to get to know these people, and I would love to get to know all of them, everyone, go ahead and do it. What's stopping you? Isn't that what social media is for? Well, thank you guys so much for being a part of my Q&A. If you please, please, please be involved in my final 2012 countdown. I am a sucker for countdowns. I'm going to actually put this I'm actually gonna put this on my Wrestling Fan Nation page, so you guys can actually add your comments as well as what you feel is the worst moments in WWE and not WWE, as well as TNA, the worst wrestling moments in 2012. You can add that on there as well. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.